So, I'll let you in on a little secret. People may not like this, but I'm going to let you in on the secret. And the secret is, that day when I looked back and when I knew that it was going to be 10 years before I produced a show, I thought to myself, you know what? It's because I'm looking for perfection. I want everything to be perfect. I want to do the perfect show. I want it to be great. I want it to be wonderful. It's got to be the right time. It's got to be the right topic. Everything's just got to be perfect. And that's what was making me put off doing the production. And I sat there and I said, you know what? I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to do one little thing that's going to help me produce one TV show. And honestly, the truth is, at that point, it didn't matter to me what that show looked like when it came out. My objective and my goal was to produce the show. That was my objective, and that was my goal. And so I finally sat down and I produced the show. And I produced another show and another show. And now I had a little bank of 5 or 6 shows or so. And then I finally went and finally ingested the shows into the system. And then the show was aired. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Because I know that somewhere on the other side of that camera, right there, you know, whether you're sitting on the couch or sitting somewhere else watching this on TV, or if you're in a store watching this on TV, I know that someone has been putting off something just as much as I have been putting this off. And so I want to say to you, the way that you stop putting it off is stop trying to make it perfect. Forget the perfection, throw the perfection in the garbage, and just decide, make the decision to do it, no matter what. No matter what it comes out like, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it sounds like, just make the decision to do it. And that way you reach your goal. Anyway, back to the book. It's called Checklist for Life. That was, you know, we read about passion in this book, and that was one of the ones that I want to share with you. I have passion for producing TV, and I'm going to produce TV. And you know what? Some days you're going to tune in, and you're going to be sitting there, and you're going to be looking at the show, and you're going to be going like, I can't believe that's on TV. And you know what? I'm going to be sitting here smiling, and I'm going to be going like, I did that show. I finally did it. I produced the show. And other days, you're going to be tuning in, you're going to be going like, you know what? That's a nice show. That's really cool. You know, I'm glad I watched that. Other days, you'll be looking at the show, you'll be going like, you know what? I just got some information that I didn't know about, and it's really going to help me in my gardening or in some other area in my life. And some days you're just going to tune in and you're going to hear the hope, or you're going to see the creativity, or you just might get an answer. One thing I suggest is if you're doing this on a windy day and you got a tripod outside, weigh it down with sandbags, because the wind can blow over the camera. And I'm looking at it because there's no sandbags on the tripod right now, and I'm hoping that the wind doesn't. Okay, God, we need a little bit, just go easy on the wind just till we finish this show. That is a request and a thank you. And I guess you'll find out whether the tripod blows over or not in a few minutes. It would be nice if the wind just stopped a little bit. Just before I started doing the show, it was so windy. I was looking up at the trees, and they just like, I mean, all of them looked like they were just going to blow over. The trees were all, the branches were all bowing and bending. It was so windy, it was unbelievable. I thought it would be too windy to do a show. And then I thought, you know what? Enough with that perfection. If it's windy, it's windy. People are going to hear the wind. If it's not windy, you know what? I think the wind just died down a little bit. Time for me to sit.